Hey friends, welcome back! Today I turned 30 years old. Happy birthday to me, to myself! So it's hard to put my feelings into words while part of me wish I could return back to being 18 or 23 years old. On the other hand, I absolutely love who I am today. Mature, rational, self-sufficient, independent, and self-loving. I'm excited to keep updating myself in the years to come. I love who I am and I look forward to becoming better in the future. So, welcome to my channel Oriental Mark Bolo. This is Pedro and I love sharing anything that catches my fancy. Today I want to gift you with some little nuggets of wisdom I've gathered in my for 30 years. I'm not here to preach, just to share some intriguing thoughts and experiences that have really shaped my journey. These are kind of insights I reveal from time to time to keep myself in check and on track. Hopefully, they will spark something in you too. So let's dive right in. The first one, life is limited. Choose the most important people and things. Life is finite. We all have to leave this world eventually. Time is too limited. For major, irreversible decisions, choose carefully, focus on things and people you truly love and filter out everything else. Don't spend any extra time on what's not essential. It took me a long time to distinguish between what I truly want to do and what I seem supposed to do. The motivations for this come from I like it and I must appear excellent, respectively. For the former, it doesn't matter if others know, as long as I find joy and live happily. It's a free expression of myself to the world. And the latter, however, requires outstanding results and recognition. It's a vanity that projects others' expectations back onto oneself, and the pleasure from it is fleeting. In this society, perhaps the latter is also necessary. I just hope to gradually do more of the former, to freely express myself to the world. After all, we only live once. Number 2, find a unique competitive edge. Young people's perceptions of the job market are often delayed. Most people anchor themselves to the current industry hotspots, but by the time you graduate, society will also have moved forward by 3 to 5 years. So analyze problems with a future-oriented perspective. For example, if you look closely, you will find fields that need people like those who understand both artificial intelligence and child education, aiming to design new era toys for children born after 2025. Those skilled in AR/VR technology and urban planning dedicated to creating digital twins or smart city projects. Someone who understands both aerospace and ecology, designing closed-loop ecosystems for sustainable food, water, and air supply in future lunar or Martian habitats. And someone who's skilled in robotics and elderly care, creating next-generation caregiving devices and robotics for seniors. Someone who knows GPS and archaeology, using satellite data to push the boundaries of archaeological research. You see, these directions are all very futuristic, or a little bit futuristic, but you will never think they are completely fantastic. And when you disassemble and analyze carefully, you will find each skill set alone has many similar people, but when combined, the competition greatly decreases. Yet, many places truly need these such talent, and these kind of requirements will definitely be more in the future. So think about how to cultivate and combine your own skills to become future-oriented someone with unique competitive advantages. The next point, practice brings true knowledge. Don't linger too much on theory if you really want to accomplish something. Reality is far more complex than written concepts filled with uncontrollable variables and countless unknown details. Armchair strategies often give the illusion that knowing principles make you formidable, but when you actually do it, you will find that even small tasks are not easy to accomplish. Thus, accumulate memories of success, please. Increase your memory of successfully completing difficult tasks. People with such memories are different when facing new challenges. This experience gives you more confidence, patience, and courage to face new tasks, forming a positive circle. Continuously believe in yourself and keep overcoming challenges. And number 5, assess the situation and write a trend. Be diligent, but diligence alone isn't enough. You need to think clearly about your direction, assess the situation, and understand the importance of following big trends. Take the example, explosive development of AI in recent years. Actually, AI theories existed a long time ago, but computational power wasn't sufficient. So AI didn't develop rapidly before. This tells us that besides effort, we need to observe, analyze, think, and act according to trends. If the momentum hasn't arrived, wait and prepare. In life, you don't need to make too many choices. Quietly prepare, and when opportunity comes, seize it precisely. And next one, think from the root. When making decisions, think about which option is more fundamental. A foundational product that once completed can serve as a base for better development. Like a sturdy foundation, it will support many future skills and endeavors. So consider things from a long-term perspective and be a long-term thinker. Next one, courage and action. Calmly accept everything that happens because the only certainty is uncertainty. Don't hesitate because of fear. Often the difference between people lies in courage and action. When you want to do something, set your safety boundaries and then quickly, boldly step forward. Life's error tolerance is surprisingly high. The brave enjoy both first. Through trial and error, you gain a three-dimensional perception and vivid understanding of things, of the world. So if you make a mistake, it's okay, don't blame yourself, forgive yourself, and learn, move on. Next point, coherence and thinking from a higher perspective. When working on something, occasionally step back, zoom out and look at the bigger picture. Think about whether what you're doing is a means or the ultimate goal. If it's not the ultimate goal, don't get too obsessed with details. As long as the direction leads to your goal, some flaws in the middle are normal, even the universe has imperfections. Don't care too much about minor gains or losses. For example, will 1 or 2 extra points on exam matter in 10 or 20 years? Does it directly related to your life's happiness? I believe not, huh? So don't get lost in details and forget the big picture. And number 9, don't pursue perfectionism. Don't be perfectionist and realize that perfectionism is impossible. Striving for perfection is results-driven, while life is meant to be an experience of the process, and ironically, holding on perfectionism will be the greatest imperfection in life. Perfection is by no means necessary. Just think about things we use every day, the things around us. Is any of them perfect? Apple smartphone, the YouTube platform, BMW cars, to one of the so-called best universities in Germany, ChatGPT. These products are probably leaders in the fields, yet they all have their flaws. But does these flaws stop us from using them? Absolutely not. Perfection is never essential, so consistently remind yourself of that. Number 10, develop abilities, not just collect knowledge. These abilities are particularly important beyond time. Abstractions and inductions, problem discovery and awareness, breakthrough and problem solving, teamwork and effective communication. In university, focus on cultivating abilities, not just absorbing knowledge. Knowledge is endless these days and can be obtained from internet and books quickly, easily, especially in this AI era. But learning ability, adaptability, and the skills mentioned above are scarce and precious. And next point, reconceptualize fragment time. When I realized that fragment time, this term, is not a noun but a verb, I started optimizing my schedule. I suddenly understood the importance of creating a plan with large chunks of focused time. And next point, happiness is the ultimate goal. Pursue happiness, not success. Success is just a tool, not endgame. I've met plenty of wealthy folks who are miserable, stressed out, battling health issues, dealing with family drama. On the flip side, I've met people who are not rich by any means, but they are content, at peace, and spiritually fulfilled. That realization helped me find clarity in my own life goals and values. Happiness. Next point, tackle problems at the source. When you are facing a challenge, always ask yourself, what's the root cause? Don't just treat the symptom, dig deep and solve the underlying issue. It's like playing whack-a-mole. You will never win if you are just reacting to problems as they pop up. And next point, focus on long-term accumulation. Focus and long-term accumulation are life's secret sauce. I have a friend named Wang Kaixiang. We've known each other since elementary school, if I'm not wrong. He was obsessed with astronomy even then. We attended the same primary school, middle school, and high school. Besides studies, he invested heavily in his passion, and he won a silver medal in the 2012 International Astronomy Olympiad. He definitely deserved that. And last year, he earned his PhD in astrophysics from China's top university, Peking University, and he published an amazing astrophysics paper in Nature. That is truly fabulous. A big congratulations to him. He's been conducting research these days worldwide. That is so cool. That is definitely so cool. His journey taught me that the power of unwavering dedication, doing the same thing for 10 years, 20 years. This focus isn't just short-term concentration, but a lifelong commitment to a passion. So choose your battle wisely. Be cautious in choosing your battlefield. It's impossible to win everywhere. Think carefully about what you truly want, not what society tells you. Don't be swayed by societal standards. Only with passion can the process be enjoyable. And only with passion will you care less about outcome. And the next point, the essence of time management. The essence of time management is priority management, and the essence of priority management is desire management. Think about it. The next point, establish a feedback mechanism, avoiding living on autopilot. My summary of this feedback system comes from the theory of automatic control. You know, I have the background of robotics and intelligence, and I also observed several people around me. Establishing a live feedback mechanism accelerates personal growth. And the crucial part is keeping records, tracking, and having an error correction system. This applies to learning any skills, fitness, relationships, etc. Many people learn skills very quickly, like language, dancing, skiing, and so on, because normally they have their private coach. One-on-one coaching offers timely, professional, and tailored feedback. They are constantly course-correcting, refining their approach based on what works, what doesn't. So, establish a feedback mechanism by your own in your life to continuously reflect and improve. And next point, sense of proportion. There is something that surpasses both talent and morality, a sense of proportion. Knowing when to advance, when to retreat, when to proactive, when to show restraint, when to speak, and when to listen. This is a true secret to navigating life successfully. And number 19, precision in action. Often, what holds us back is not a lack of motivation, but a lack of clarity. When we cannot pin down exactly what we are aiming for, we end up feeling lost and overwhelmed. And the solution, break down your goals into super specific, actionable steps. Even something as so complex as building a rocket boils down to about 27 key steps. By getting clear and precise about what needs to be done, you make the impossible suddenly feel achievable. And number 20, accept your emotions. We have all kinds of emotions, either joy, cheerfulness, excitement, or jealousy, anxiety, frustration. This is totally normal, especially for the latters. Don't try to squash these feelings. Acknowledge them, sit with them, examine them. They're just as much a part of you as positive emotions. And they probably got something to teach you. Detach from yourself and observe these emotions from a God perspective and love yourself. Understand your complexity. You are a world unto yourself. And number 20, understand compounding and exponential growth. Compounding, a familiar term. Often, progress, growth, and wealth are not gradual, but happen in bursts, leaps, and bounds. Many developments are not immediately observable, they suddenly happen, but rely on prior accumulation. Patience is key. People's intuition struggles with exponential functions. Even those knowledgeable about their potential find it hard to apply them consistently in their lives. Patience is the greatest barrier. And number 22, what you give up is as important as what you choose. Often, it's even more important to decide what not to do. Everyone has desires, I can totally understand, and how to manage them distinguishes people. Choosing what not to do is more difficult and valuable than choosing what to do. Life is like a power strip with limited sockets, only 3 or 5 slots at a time. Choose carefully what you want to give your energy to. And number 23, who I am matters most. Which school I graduate from doesn't matter. Who I am matters most. And next point, stay curious, stay open. Consistently engage with the world. Let new experience, people, and ideas wash over you like spring wind and summer rain. This way you keep learning and become broad-minded and tolerant. Don't get stuck in your own little bubble. Never isolate yourself. Great achievements are not made alone. Number 25, life is a playground. Life is a grand adventure. So have fun with it. Stay curious, try new things, follow joy. Don't worry about what society deems successful or what others think. Live your life is a way that makes happy. That's the only measure of success that really matters. We should not sacrifice the playfulness, the joyfulness, being driven by unconscious needs and boundless greedy desire to validate our existence. Where does this anxious thought come from? And next point, set aside 1 to 2 hours each day. Reserve 1 or 2 hours daily that's absolutely your own, undisturbed, quiet, put everything else aside and refuse all interruptions and focus on what's most important to you. Persist, and the reward will be astonishing. The next one, find your spark. Ever feel stuck, like you cannot come up with ideas? Previously, I always encountered this problem. Often, it's not because you lack knowledge, but because you are missing a trigger to ignite your knowledge. Sometimes all it takes a new perspective or a random input to set off a chain reaction of creativity. And next point, master the art of collaboration. In work, in relationships, practice putting yourself in others' shoes. Try to understand their needs and motivations while also clearly express your own thoughts and needs. Being a great partner can multiply your happiness and success many times over. And next one, protect the fragile but precious things. Each of us, like a juggler, keeping 5 balls in the air: family, work, health, friends, and integrity. But only 1 ball, only the work, is rubber. If you drop it, it bounces back. The other 4 are made of glass. If you drop them, they shatter and cannot be restored. And next point, debates are often right versus right. Most debates are not about right versus wrong, but right versus right. No one is necessarily wiser. The truly wise person is one who can understand and embrace multiple viewpoints, seeing the bigger picture beyond their own beliefs. And number 31, time, the great equalizer. We're not all born with same talents, opportunities, or circumstances, family, but we all get the 24 hours each day. How you use these 24 hours is what sets you apart. And number 32, prepare for the AI era. Artificial intelligence is like a rising sea level, gradually making various skills commonplace. Language, programming, even design. We need to learn build boats, not just try to stand taller. Important boat building abilities include understanding and identifying problems, analyzing and breaking down problems, searching for, filtering and discerning information, designing heuristic frameworks to solve problems, seamlessly integrating various tools, and clearly expressing human thoughts to AI tools. And next point, the longest board and the shortest board. Earning money, turning skills into cash relies on your longest board. But happiness, health, depends on your shortest board. For example, if one organ isn't well, no matter how healthy the other organs are, you won't feel good, huh? Similarly, someone may be wealthy, attractive, good looking, but if they cannot handle relationships, their happiness remains low. And next point, become yourself. I have no other opponent. My only opponent is myself. Your only real competition is the person you were yesterday. Facing your true self takes immense courage, but it's the starting point for all genuine growth and change. Becoming your authentic self is a lifelong journey. Embrace it fully and fearlessly. And next point, beware of people and advertisement that create anxiety, because generating anxiety is a very fast way to make money. Think about it, huh? And last point, express your love boldly. Imagine it's the last day of your life. Who do you want to spend it with? When that person comes to mind, don't wait. Reach out to them now. See them more often. Don't save your love and appreciation for some hypothetical future. Be brave, be open, and let people know how much they mean to you today. So these are my interesting little suggestions from my first 30 years of life. I hope they bring you inspiration and joy. And remember, always keep hope alive. The tide of hope and happiness is approaching. It is a ship on the horizon. Its master tips already visible from the shore. It is sung at dawn, its radiant beams bursting forth, glimpsed from a mountaintop. It is a child stirring in womb on the verge of birth. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this long video. If you enjoyed, please give the like and subscribe to my channel and share it to your friends. Your support means a lot to me. Until next time, keep shining, keep growing, and keep embracing this beautiful adventure called life. Thank you once again, and see ya in next episode. Ciao, ciao!